Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome. You will hear that we're going to get started with our service with some wonderful Shabbat and Hanukkah singing. So as you're greeting and finding seats, please enjoy and sing along. We're on page 365.
Page 366. This next song is about our favorite toy this time of year. To our dancing crew on the floor, a Sippy Vaughn is a dreidel, and we're going to say soap, 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 which means spin, spin, spin. Sippy Vaughn, soap, 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 Hanukkah, 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 Sippy Vaughn, soap, 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 Hanukkah.
Shabbat Shalom, good Shabbos everyone, and happy Hanukkah. Welcome to everyone who's gathered here in our beautiful Touro Synagogue sanctuary. Welcome to everybody who is joining us online. Welcome tonight to those in our Touro and extended Touro family who are here often and call this place home. I want to say a special welcome to all of you who are visiting, who are guests tonight. This is maybe your first or your second time here. We're so glad to see you. I want to say a very special welcome to all of our Consecration students who are our kindergartners and our new first graders, our youngest learners here at Touro. We're so happy that you're here, and of course all the family members who came with you. If you're new to the Touro space, a couple of things that you should know. The restrooms are out the rear doors of the sanctuary. There are also restrooms across the courtyard near the chapel. Exits are out these two doors into the courtyard, and the rear doors can also be used as exits. And as you will see when you cross through this foyer area, the construction here is deeply underway, so where there are lots of big boards that have signs on them that seem to indicate you shouldn't go there, don't go there, okay? And grown-ups, please make sure your kids understand that too. You'll see, it's wide open. Okay. This holiday tonight, I know we all know it, many of us know it very well, but this holiday tonight is focused on acknowledging and celebrating and growing light in our Jewish community and beyond. And we will have lots of opportunities to celebrate and grow that light just in the service tonight, because there's so many amazing things to acknowledge and grow and celebrate here at Touro. And we're going to be doing that both in a literal way, when we light the Chanukiah here in just a moment, and in a symbolic way. So we're going to begin our service tonight. Before we actually light our Shabbat candles, we're going to observe the mitzvah of lighting the Hanukkah candles. And to do that, it is a joy to invite forward not our youngest learners, but our oldest learners, members of the 2024 confirmation class. These amazing folks are in 10th grade, and they are completing their formal Jewish education here at Touro, and we're so grateful for them to be here. So they're going to guide us through this candle lighting. And the blessings that they're going to be saying in just a moment are on page 279.
Creator of all, in the beginning you made the light sky luminous with the light of the moon and the stars, and you made the daytime bright with the light of the sun, and saw that it was good.
And you created human beings in your own image, with capacity to distinguish dark from light, with capacity to create holy sparks, see into the shadows and shine light where it is dark. And you saw that it was very good.
Creator of all and rock of ages, in the time of the Maccabees, once more you worked a miracle of light.
Permitting our ancestors to rededicate holy space, and it lasted 8 days and 8 nights.
Creator of all and rock of ages, in the dark of night, at the darkest time of year, we light candles in remembrance of the miracle, one more each night until there are 8.
Creator of all and rock of ages, too many lights have been extinguished, the world has grown too dark.
Creator of light and dark, teach us once more to see into the shadows, to shed our light in all the dark corners.
And to create holy sparks for all humankind, so that once more we can say, it is very good.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlikeh shel Hanukkah. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim la'avoteinu bayamim hahem b'zman hazeh. We usually reserve this third blessing for the first night, but because the first night is our first special night, but this feels a little bit too special not to acknowledge so many of us here together. So we'll sing Shehetianu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehetianu v'kiyamanu v'hiniyanu lazman hazeh.
Now, really happy Hanukkah. Like the next light that we will grow is that of our Shabbat candles. And to do that, it is an honor to invite forward the newest member of our Jewish family, Sarah Entress, along with two of her amazing teachers, Drs. Naomi Yavna Close and Laura Edelman Cannon. If you all would come forward, please.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Sarah, before you light, just one word of blessing for you. Having joined our Jewish family just 2 days ago, it is a joy to declare that you are now known in this community by the name Sarah Esther Bat Avraham Vasara, which means that you are always linked in love to those who gave you life, and you are always linked in love to the very first Jewish converts, who are Abraham and Sarah themselves. And from this time forth, you are known in the Jewish community by that wonderful name. May this name bring respect to you and honor to the Jewish people. We rejoice and welcome you into our midst, the one who is willingly and devotingly helping to replenish the ranks of our people and grow the light within this community and beyond. So thank you so much for your commitment and for honoring us with your presence. And now if you would kindle the Shabbat lights.
Mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
And for Kiddush tonight, symbolizing sweetness and joy, we invite forward representatives of our amazing kindergarten and first grade teaching team on Sundays. Some of them are here, and some of them are with us in spirit. So especially want to invite forward Ellie Angstrich, who also works with Lily Hirsch and Leor Weber, and our madrichot who work in those grades, Netta Magnus and Ellie Zurich. And we take this moment, please come forward, Netta. And we take this moment also to express our deepest gratitude to Aaron Rothko and Sarah Zaki and Touro's own amazing multi-instrumentalist Teo Hammer, all of whom interact with our youth each and every week and make their experiences safe and meaningful and definitely sweet. So Ellie, if you would lift the lift the cup, and we'll please rise on page 5 and we sing together.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava u'vratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh bereshit, ki hu yom tehila lamikra'e kodesh, zecher litziat Mitzrayim. Kivanu v'kata, ve'otanu kidashta, mikol hamim, v'shabbat kodshecha, be'ahava u'vratzon, hinchatanu, Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-Shabbat.
L'chaim. Thank you all both and your entire team for all the amazing things that you do. You all can be seated. Everyone may be seated. We are moving on to some more singing as we welcome in Shabbat, pages 12 and then 17.
Lekuneran neta, lekuneran neta, lekuneran neta, Adonai. Lekuneran neta, lekuneran neta, lekuneran neta, Adonai. Maria, Maria, Letsor Yishenku Lekadmama Na Mitzvona. Maria, Maria,
Page 20, L'Chadodi, we welcome in the Shabbat bride. We'll sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And for 9, as we always do, we'll rise and face the rear doors to symbolically welcome in that spirit of rest and renewal. Not yet, you can be seated. Verse 9. But thank you.
Especially if you are one of our kiddos here who's here tonight, you're going to want to take a seat. Typically, this is where we would invite you up here, but there are a lot of you. So we need you to be at your seat, but to stand up where you are. Don't move from where you are, just stand up. If you are one of our youngest congregants who's not quite to the age of your B'nai Mitzvah, stand up where you are, and we have got, well, 2 treats for you tonight. Ready? Not only will you all, by standing at your seat, receive your Hershey kiss, but it will be delivered to you by an awesome teenager, one of our confirmation students. So wherever you are sitting, whether it's with your family or with your friends, whether you've had the best week ever, or maybe it was a so-so week, Shabbat gives us a chance to take deep breaths and to start again next week. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. May God bless you and protect you.
Adonai panav
And may God fill you with peace. If you have received your Hershey kiss, you can take a seat. If you haven't gotten one yet, stay standing. If you're still a little bit on the short side, you can raise your hand up so everyone can see where you are. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Thank you all so much, and you can come place your bowls under this table here. We're turning now to page 28 as we rise for our call to prayer, Baruch Hu, our central set of prayers in this service. We form our intentions for a beautiful, peaceful Shabbat and a warm and bright Hanukkah. Thank you, Adonai, our God, for the evening and the morning, the way that all our seasons and even our days connect in a beautiful circle. It reminds us of what we're a part of and how we wish to be as well. The final 6 lines on page 30. On page 33 at the very bottom, thank you, God, for the gift of Torah, for all the wisdom of the generations of our people, and all the wisdom that we discern in every lifetime. It lifts us up and it reminds us that we're constantly surrounded by your love and care. We sing together. Page 34, we remain standing and say together these words that have linked Jewish communities across time and space. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael.
Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
You may be seated. We continue on page 36.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בהם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להוד על ידך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים אלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם, אמן. We turn to page 40 for Micha Mocha. Micha Mocha is our first prayer that adapts and shifts to the season, and this is now not close to Hanukkah season. We are 100% in Hanukkah season, so we will sing Micha Mocha to the tune of the theme song of Hanukkah, Ma'oz Sur. So we'll sing it to the tune of Ma'oz Sur on page 40. Put your finger on page 365, because right when we finish singing, we'll sing Ma'oz Sur in English once, and we'll get a chance to sing in Hebrew at dinner.
continue with the Amidah on pages 46 and following. Please rise.
Adonai sefatai tiftachu v'yagi tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagipor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomer Chasadim Tovim V'konei hakol, v'zocher chastei avot ve'imahot, u'mevii geula livnei v'nehem, leman shemo be'ahava, melech ozer Moshiach u'magen, baruch atah Adonai, magen Avraham v'ezrat Sarah, atah gibor le'olam Adonai, mechaye hakol, atah rav lehoshia, Masifar ruach umorid hakashem, mechalkel chayim bechesed, mechaye hakol berachamim rabim, somech noflim verofech olim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato lishenei afar. Micha mocha bal gevurot, humido melech, melech memit umechaye, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'neheman atah lechayot hakol, baruch atah Adonai, mechaye hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yalalucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
You can be seated. We'll take just a few moments for some silent prayer of our own hearts, directing our deepest wishes, our deepest blessings, our deepest needs to God and to those around us. We'll take a few moments of our own silent prayer. Well, this is normally the part of the service when we would transition into a little bit of some words of Torah. First, instead of hearing a little bit of Torah tonight, we're going to see some Torah come to life. And we're going to start with our blessing for healing on page 253. We take this moment to think about those in our lives, in our community, in our families, who are in need of some special blessings, to get them, God willing, hopefully, with love and care and support, back to the place we know that they should be, in health and in happiness, thriving and able to do what it is that they want to do to fulfill their lives. And we say, may the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those who are ill. And if you're thinking of anyone's name, we invite you now to whisper it or to hold it in your heart. May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and spirit. And to that, let us all say, Amen. Torah, come to life, you say. I did say that. You know, in the course of all of Jewish life, all of the holidays we celebrate, all of the blessings we learn, there are a lot of moments that we like to call life cycle moments. There are the famous ones, like weddings, like B'nai Mitzvah. There are the ones where people are sort of in a daze, like baby namings and brisses. There are sometimes moments of Jewish life that we know exist, we've lived not through, but we've experienced, but sometimes we forget about them until they pop up again. And tonight's sacred moment is sometimes like that. We sometimes forget that there's a reason right around Hanukkah every year. Yeah, see, I said the ch word, now everybody's listening. Right around Hanukkah, to mark a special moment in the lives of some of our youngest congregants. Not the babies and not the oldest young kids, but our newest layer of learners, our kindergartners and some of our first graders, as they start tonight on a Jewish journey, an adventure for the rest of their life, which is learning. So for this bit of our service, for this sacred moment, I'd like to invite up a couple of folks, or back up a couple of folks. First, if I could invite up Ellie Engstrich to come on up again and to join us down here. If we can invite back up our confirmation students to sort of stand behind me and face the congregation. You're role modeling right now how to stand shoulder to shoulder in a single file line, so let's see. Come on down. Just stand shoulder to shoulder facing. Make sure you help them in the line, all right? And if we could also invite up our Director of Youth Education and Engagement, Maya Shar, to help us with this moment.
So as Maya is coming up, I just want to say to you, Maya, as you approach the bima, want to say a huge thank you to you for your leadership over these last 2 years, and especially over the last 2 months. The way that you love our children here at Touro and care about their learning and their development is apparent in absolutely everything that you do, especially during a time that's so challenging for our entire people, our entire community, and I know uniquely challenging for you as an Israeli, with those you love who you're so deeply concerned about. In the midst of a construction project that has dislocated our program and causes a very interesting matrix almost every single week, not to mention the content that you have to teach, you have persevered and made each special moment happen. So we have, not on the bima, but a special gift for you, a menorah, that we hope will help you remember how bright you make our children's lives. So thank you very much.
I want to take a moment to offer a blessing to our consecration students. Consecration is a special moment where we take the opportunity to welcome and give a blessing to our younger learners as they embark on their formal Jewish education journey. I'm honored to be a part of this new beginning, and I can't wait to see them learn and grow into the future leaders of our community. Every Sunday, I have the privilege to witness the joy and dedication each and every one of our consecrants brings to everything they do at Yamim Yafim. We hope that the bonds they're forming will last them a lifetime and be a part of the foundation for their Jewish identity and home. Their passion inspires everyone around them to deepen their love for Judaism and find the joy that exists every time we're able to come together. May this journey of learning and growth be filled with enriching experiences, lifelong friendships, and the knowledge that each and every one of you will always have a Jewish home and community wherever you go. I can't wait to see the bright future ahead for all of you, and I am confident that your dedication to learning and passion for Judaism will continue to bring light to our community for years to come. Mazal Tov. I will now call each of our consecrants up to the bima one by one. Ellie will hand you one of two special gifts we have for you tonight, a mini Torah. At the end of the service, you'll also receive a children's Bible full of Torah stories for you to enjoy. Avi Benson, Aviel. Avi's favorite thing about being Jewish is celebrating Hanukkah. Brandon Berg. Brandon's favorite thing about being Jewish is making art at Sunday school. Vivian Castine, Hadassah. Vivian's favorite thing about being Jewish is eating challah. Maisie Denson. Maisie's favorite thing about being Jewish is seeing friends at Sunday school. Oscar Duncan, Henach Reuven Shalev. Oscar's favorite thing about being Jewish is celebrating Hanukkah. Charles Aaronworth, Samuel. Charles' favorite thing about being Jewish is that we get to celebrate holidays that other people don't. Charlie Erickson, Chaim. Charlie's favorite thing about being Jewish is going to Sunday school. Ezra Glaser, Ezra David. Ezra's favorite thing about being Jewish is eating challah on Shabbat. Asher Gold. Asher's favorite thing about being Jewish is mommy's latkes. Max Lavin, Aharon. Max's favorite thing about being Jewish is celebrating Hanukkah. Sammy Lee, Shmuel. Sammy's favorite thing about being Jewish is celebrating Hanukkah. Asher Lestelle, Asher. Asher's favorite thing about being Jewish is playing dreidel. David Lohenberg, David. David's favorite thing about being Jewish is that we're loved. Isaac Rose, Yitzchak Barak ben Shimon Venama. Isaac's favorite thing about being Jewish is being in Sunday school. Frank Sklar, Faival Shimon. Frank's favorite thing about being Jewish is being around so many nice Jewish people. Edith Top. Edie's favorite thing about being Jewish is going to Sunday school. Aylin Tucker, Zahava. Aylin's favorite thing about being Jewish is Hanukkah. Samantha Wiener, Shoshana Margalit. Samantha's favorite thing about being Jewish is we get to celebrate things. Jonah Winston, Jonah. Jonah's favorite thing about being Jewish is celebrating Hanukkah. Ari Zapletal. Ari's favorite thing about being Jewish is celebrating Hanukkah. Alistair Bowles, Asher. Alistair's favorite thing about being Jewish is spinning the dreidel. Aletta Crane, Ziva. Aletta's favorite thing about being Jewish is that we have so many things to celebrate. Emma Nichols, Etana Root. Emma's favorite thing about being Jewish is celebrating the Jewish holidays. Some of our friends couldn't make it tonight, but will read their names and their favorite things about being Jewish to honor them on this special evening. Ruby Gubitz, Ahava Ora. Ruby's favorite thing about being Jewish is Hanukkah. Estelle Maldonado, Golda Chesed. Estelle's favorite thing about being Jewish is that it helps us be kind. Sylvia Fader, Shira Ruth. Sylvia's favorite thing about being Jewish is Hanukkah. Josephine Novad, Marta. Josephine's favorite thing about being Jewish is celebrating the holidays.
Hello, everyone. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Aaron Rothko. I am the Hebrew and music educator here at Touro, and I've had the privilege for, well, I mean, since the start of the school year, but to work with your children. But for the past month specifically, we've been preparing specifically for this ceremony. So we've been learning a handful of songs. We've been practicing them a bunch that we're all going to sing very loudly and bravely. Is that right? Yeah. All right. So the first one that we're going to sing tonight is Hine Matov. And Hine Matov, we're going to be rejoicing in how good and sweet it is to be together, celebrating both Hanukkah and Shabbat, but most of all, celebrating this very exciting, the very exciting start to their Jewish journey. Are you ready? Hine Matov, Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov, Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. One more time. Hine Matov, Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Matov, Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. All right, remember, this is call and response in English. Here we go. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine Matov, Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov, Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. So it's almost a rite of passage for any Hebrew school student to learn the Aleph Bet song. And guess what? We've already learned it. So, y'all ready for your B'nai Mitzvah? Yeah? Maybe? All right. This is a repeat after me song. Here we go. Aleph, Bet, Vet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet, Yud, Kaf, Chaf, Lamed, Mem, Nun, Samech, Ayin, Pei, Fei, Tzadik, Kuf, Resh, Shin, Sin, Tav. One more time. Aleph, Bet, Vet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet, Yud, Kaf, Chaf, Lamed, Mem, Nun, Samech, Ayin, Pei, Fei, Tzadik, Kuf, Resh, Shin, Sin, Tav. Very nice. All right. And as bona fide big kids, we've learned the importance of our words and our songs, but also listening as well. That means listening to our parents, our friends, and of course our teachers, right? Yes. As we sing the Shema, we take a moment to pause and listen. All right, we ready? We're going to sing. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem, Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed.
Nice job, consecrants. Yeah, that's me talking right here. I know. Whoa. Now you all, you all stay right where you are. You did a great job lining up. If you are you're going to stay right here. Yeah, okay. If you are one of these consecrants, mom, dad, big person who they live with, could we ask you to just stand up where you are? Now, everybody who's up here, if you are in kindergarten or in first grade and you're on the bima, I want you to make sure that right now you look and see where your big people are. Don't go to them yet, just stay put, but take a look, see where they are. If you are one of our parents or guardians or caregivers of these newest of our learners, you should have this blue sheet right here. And I'd like to ask all of you to give your kids together the blessing that is written on there. And everybody here who's up on the bima, listen up. Because even though a bunch of people are saying it, your moms, dads, big people, caregivers, loved ones are giving you a blessing right now. So go ahead, find them again where they are. And parents, on 3, 1, 2, 3. We as we can. And we will continue to do that all the days of your life. When you are home with us, when you are away, at bedtime and in the morning, during our lifetime and beyond. It was very hard to hear that by the end of that blessing. And to that, we can all say, Amen. And if you are one of the big people or family members who's standing right now, if you will remain standing, so that not just yet, but when we get back to our seats, everybody knows where their big people are without having to look around. But for right now, for our last bit of your consecration, if you are a kindergartner or first grader, turn around and face this direction, face the ark right here. And if we can ask our confirmands, not consecrants, but confirmands, our high schoolers, to open up those talit as best you can over our learners. As we open the ark, and you kindergarten and first graders, even though you might not see me, I'm right over here, this is your blessing. Are you ready? This is the perfect week for you to have your consecration because of 2 reasons. It's Hanukkah, which is all about adding little tiny bits of light to our world that eventually make the whole world shine. And because this week, Torah tells a story about a young kid who dreams really, really, really important dreams. And then, even more important, teaches the older people around him how to make their dreams into a reality. And that, my friends, is all of you. Little bits of light and probably our most prolific dreamers. So your blessing is one that you already got tonight, but for this sacred moment, it bears repeating. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and protect you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. May the light of God shine on you and make you happy. Yisa Adonai panave lecha vayasem lecha shalom. May God grant you all the greatest blessing of all, which is peace. Amen. Okay, kindergarten and first graders, turn around and face out towards the congregation. Thank you for the talit. You can put them over on the balcony, over on the lectern there.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
So if you're standing, please remain standing as our consecrants with their brand new Torahs and their own commitment to living and being Torah. Will make a little parade around our sanctuary so that everybody can wish them a mazel tov as they come around. And after we do our parade, then you can go back and sit with your families.
All right, everybody, follow the leader.
Can everybody please say mazel tov?
Mazel tov
to our consecrants and our consecration families. We turn to our concluding prayers now as they find their big people. Please rise, page 282.
Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, lateit gedula leotze breshit, shelo asanu kigoye haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chalkeinu kahem, vegor aleinu kecho hamonam, ba'anachnu korhim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech, Malchei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, V'nemar, V'haya Adonai, Lemelech al kol haaretz, Bayom hahu, Yehi Adonai echad, O Shemo, O Shemo, O Shemo Echad.
You may be seated for just a few moments. We direct our thoughts now to this moment of Kaddish, moment we remember people who have died, who we loved, and who helped us understand how to be in the world. We hold their memories in our hearts and give thanks for this moment, for the ways they touched our lives, no matter how long or short their time was on earth. I would like to offer just a few words in this moment dedicated to my teacher, to our clergy's teacher, Rabbi David Ellenson, who died suddenly yesterday. Rabbi Ellenson served as the president of Hebrew Union College for over a decade, ordaining dozens of rabbis. He was also a Southern Jew from Virginia who grew up to be one of the world's preeminent scholars of German Orthodox Judaism and modern Jewish thought. Rabbi Ellenson shaped a generation of rabbis, leading with wisdom and kindness and his warm smile that went right to your heart. And this last bit that I'd like to share, I hope is true, I know is true for those you're remembering tonight as well. Rabbi Ellenson ordained me, which is to say that he invested me with the authority to be a rabbi in 2009. And what I remember most about that moment was standing before an open ark at Plum Street Temple in Cincinnati, his hands cupping my face, actually, tears in his eyes and mine, telling me in a whisper about the light he saw in his students, in all of us. He reassured us all in that private moment he had with each and every rabbi he ordained and each and every student he learned with, that the light we must tend to and always grow and kindle is the light inside of ourselves, the light that shines upon the very best within us and ensures that we will let it out. It demands to be let out, and he convinced us all of that. So I invite us all now, each one of us, to hold in our mind's eye and in our hearts people who helped us find that light in ourselves, the ones who shone so brightly like stars that we can still feel and see their light, even though they're not here with us. We mentioned some of their names now, and you're invited, as always, to rise when you hear the name of your loved one. And then we will all rise together, pledging ourselves to never stop seeking out that light. For Shiva in our congregational family and beyond this week, we recall with love Rabbi David Ellenson and Cantor Judith Borden Ovadia. For Shloshim this week, those who died within the last 30 days, we recall June Pays Listel, Dixon Singleton, Izzy Sherman, Joan Allenberg Gerard, Perry Allen Wickham Jr., and Jerome Murray Jerry Schlackman. And for Yahrzeit on this Shabbat, we recall Pauline Adler, Jack Afric, Harry H. Bear, Abe Berenson, Janice Schwartz Berenson, Ruth Gottesman Cohen, Helene Metzger Simbel, Shirley Norman Farkas, Charles Gartner, Harry Hyman, Herman Jeffer, Sarah Keller, William Gordon Kessler, Jeanette Lith, Henry A. Maslansky, Rosa Michelis, Ruth Ann Rabin, John Reardon, Abraham Rosenberg, Cecilia Hilborn Shirk, Helen Finger Singer, Doug Smart, Morris Smith, Yardena Sonesh, David Leopold Steinman, David Leopold Stahl, Isabel Kaplan Steinman, Lillian Dean Title, Elaine Lubel Vanderlinden, Mrs. Florentine Hayen Zander, and Jerome Zarowitz. If you came to remember a light in your life tonight, I'll bring my hand around the sanctuary. Please rise and share their name if you wish. For all those we name aloud and those we hold in our hearts, and for those for whom there is no one to say Kaddish, we rise, page 294, and declare together, Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma divrach hirute v'yamlich malchute. B'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uvisman kari v'imru. Amen. Yehe shemei rabba mevarach le'alam u'almei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yit hadar v'yit aleh v'yit halal shemed kudasha barichu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata. Tush bechata v'nechemata. Damiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehe shalama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Osei shalom b'imromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to all Israel, to all the world, and may God comfort all those who are bereaved. We say together, Amen. You may be seated. We will have just a few brief, wonderful announcements, and then we'll sing a wonderful closing song and go get that dinner that's waiting for us, our Fried Food Fest. We're looking forward to all of those. I'd like to invite forward our Executive Vice President, Kevin Wilkins, for some of those wonderful announcements before we sing.
Thank you, Rabbi. So good to see everyone here tonight. What an incredible Shabbat service. Shabbat Shalom and Happy Hanukkah. First of all, we want to thank the 10th grade confirmation students for lighting the Hanukkah candles and setting the mood for the entire service. We also want to celebrate and congratulate the consecrants who just created an amazing scene for us to remember for the rest of our lives. We want to thank the Sarah, Naomi, and Laura for lighting the Kiddush candles. And we want to thank the kindergarten teaching team for the Kiddush. And then Kathy Lazarus did an amazing job greeting everyone in this sanctuary. So it's amazing, and we really appreciate her. Thank you to our sponsors, with gratitude for the beautiful pulpit flowers in memory of June Pace Listel by Terry and Andy Listel and family. Tomorrow there's a lot going on for Shabbat morning. Shabbat morning begins with Torah study at 9 a.m. Thank you to Rabbi Silverman for leading the discussion this week. Hanukkah Rocks for ages 0 to 5 will meet in the Shushan Assembly at 9:30 a.m. Berina service begins at 10:30 a.m. in the Forgotten Chapel. And thank you to Sarah Gershon, Liz Gottfried, Bob Hammer, Ben Horowitz, Steve Levine, Jeffrey Luria, Tricia Luria, Bill Purcell, Esther Vanderberg, Naomi Yavne Close for volunteering this week. Kehila Kedisha, a special time for our youth with Touro's educators, begins at 10:30 a.m. in the Jacobs Social Hall. And all are welcome to join us for Shabbat lunch after all the services. Touro members, please, safety and security for this congregation is first and foremost on everyone's mind. To that end, please keep an eye for an email that's coming out to you this Sunday for a special invitation to Community Security Services Entry Point Training Session, which has been arranged by the leadership of the synagogue. This is a 1-hour virtual training about the basics of security and how to volunteer to help protect our community. More information and opportunity to register will be shared in that email. We encourage everyone who has interest in the security and interest in the safety for the synagogue to participate. An important pedestrian safety note, we are currently installing bollards in front of the sanctuary on St. Charles Avenue. Now, truth be told, I didn't really know what a bollard was, so I Googled it. No shame. It's not terribly interesting, but it will explain why the sidewalk has to be closed. And because the sidewalk is closed in front of the main sanctuary here, we encourage everyone to approach the synagogue from Milan versus General Pershing. Much safer, the sidewalks are much easier to access, and you can walk into the main courtyard from that direction. Finally, please join us for a special Hanukkah dinner in the Grant Meyer Garden Pavilion and Jacobs Social Hall following the service. Tonight's Hanukkah dinner has been generously sponsored by the Jewish Federation of New Orleans. Shabbat Shalom and Happy Hanukkah.
Shalom.
Thank you. Okay, here's what's going to happen. We are going to sing a really fun closing song, and then if you are a consecration student, we want you to come up to the bima for just 1 minute so we can get an amazing consecration picture that everybody will have forever. If an emissary from your family needs to move forward to the dinner in order to get ready for you to come there, that is fine. But at the end of the service, please come forward if you're a kindergarten or first grader, so you can be in our picture, and also you can pick up your amazing children's Tanakh or children's Bible. We are concluding. Cantor will explain.
One last thank you to Clay Zemer, our congregational volunteer pickup band, our musicians. Can we have a round of applause for our musicians? Rick Perlis and Penny Freistad on violin, Teo Hammer, our percussionist, Charlene Gubitz, who joined us on piano today, and Aaron Rothko on double bass. We'll finish the service tonight with Ocho Candelicas. It's a song that sounds like it's almost in Spanish, but it's not quite. It's in a Jewish language called Ladino, and we are counting those candles. Una candelica all the way up to Ocho candelas para mí. Hanukkah linda está aquí. Ocho candelas para mí. Hanukkah linda está aquí. Ocho candelas para mí. Oh, una candelica, dos candelicas, tres candelicas, cuatro candelicas, cinco candelicas, seis candelicas, siete candelicas. Ocho candelas para mí.
Please rise.
Muchas fiestas vou fazer, con alegría y placer. Muchas fiestas vou fazer, con alegría y placer. Oh, una candelica, dos candelicas, tres candelicas, cuatro candelicas, cinco candelicas, seis candelicas, siete candelicas, ocho candelas para mí.
Shabbat Shalom. So we're going to sing Motzi, and as we do, if you're in kindergarten or first grade, come on up to the bima. Let's sing together. Baruch atah Adonai
Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.